right, here we go. Good evening, Midrealm. Thank you so much for tuning in today. As you see, we had some technical difficulties because you can't always rely on technology, but that's okay. We're going to persevere and get through it. Thank you so much once again. And we have our assembled excellencies as well as their highnesses attending us today. Alveda, could you please?
Here opens the Ethereal Court of Seto and Ynes, this 25th day of April, Anno Societatis 54 in the ephemeral realm. Joining their majesties in this court today are their Royal Highnesses, Felix and Madalena, and the assembled baronage of the Middle Kingdom. Now I will pass it to Master Caradwin for a law change.
Thank you very much. In accordance with Kingdom law, I will now announce the following changes that have been made to Kingdom law by the Crown with sage counsel from the Curia. Article 6, Section 500 now reads, all combatants for the Crown and those for whom they fight shall have participated in Middle Kingdom activities for at least 6 months immediately prior to the Crown tournament. Combatants shall have fought in at least 4 tournaments within the Middle Kingdom, listed on the Middle Kingdom calendar, published on the Kingdom website and in the Kingdom newsletter in the 6 months prior to the Crown tournament. This will ensure their familiarity with the fighting standards of the Middle Kingdom, Kingdom customs, and the duties of the office in which they aspire. Article 2, Section 105 is new. The Crown shall have the authority to present awards as established by Middle Kingdom law, as they see fit to the subjects of their kingdom. Article 6, Section 101, coronation and crown tournaments of the Middle Kingdom shall be selected from bids from any branch in the kingdom. The goal is for each event to be on the kingdom calendar at least 9 months before the date of the event. This will help in the event planning process and free up the kingdom calendar for other groups planning events. The Kingdom Seneschal, with the assistance of a special deputy, will coordinate with groups hosting kingdom events to ensure that the needs and spirit of the event are maintained. All branches of the Middle Kingdom are encouraged to seek out suitable sites for kingdom events. Article 6, Section 102 is new. Bids for the coronation and crown tournament, which includes Kingdom A&S competition in the spring, are encouraged to seek sites willing to enter into multiple year contracts up to 3 years. The local group or groups putting forth a multi-year bid may elect to either run the event, hereafter referred to as the local team, or request the kingdom to provide staff for the event, hereafter referred to as the kingdom team, with the assistance of a local representative. Neither the local team nor the local representative is required to remain the same throughout the contract period. However, a list of either the local team or request for a kingdom team with the appointment of a local representative will need to be sent to the Kingdom Seneschal's special deputy at least 9 months before the event. Article 14, Section 200. Baronies and their equivalents are required to have a seneschal, an exchequer, a pursuivant, a minister of arts and sciences, a marshal, and a chronicler. Shires and their equivalents are required to have a seneschal, an exchequer, a pursuivant, and at least one of the following: minister of arts and sciences or marshal. Cantons and their equivalents are required to have a seneschal, an exchequer, and at least one of the following: a pursuivant, a minister of arts and sciences, or a marshal. Section 15, Article 500. Baronial court may only be held within the territory of the baron or baroness holding court or at inter-kingdom wars. Otherwise, baronial court may only be held with the permission of their majesties within a royal court, their highnesses within a regency court, the local baron or baroness within the baronial court, or by the seneschal of a shire other than a barony hosting the event at which the baronial court takes place. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Seneschal. We really appreciate all that you've done, especially in this time of need. It's very important that we go through all these law changes so everything can go smoothly within our kingdom. We really thank you. I'm sure their highnesses do as well. Thank you. You have our leave to go. Excellent. So now we'll go to the greetings from all of our baronies, and then we'll finish up with their highnesses, and then we will end our court. Thank you so much.
The baronies that were able to be present.
The baronies that were able to be present, because some people were not able to do the other life events. Thank you.
The barony of Northwoods, Andlay, and Aliyah.
We are very grateful to their Majesties for giving us the opportunity to join in this new experience. As you know, we have always boasted of the people of Northwoods, and we have not been shy about singing their praises. During this global health crisis, we have seen people in our barony and across the known world rise to new levels of compassion, commitment, witnessed leadership rising in people that we haven't seen it before, as well as those who have led in the past and are currently leading, continuing to do so. We are very grateful for all that you have done.
This is Northwood's 50th year, and the true gold of the barony is its people. And we have found that each one of you shines like the sun in the baronial banner. And we are so proud of you. Words cannot express how proud we are of each and every one of you. So,
be safe.
And we love you all and love the Middle Kingdom.
Thank you very much so appreciated.
The barony of Middle Marches, Talamar and Melisande. Are you hearing me?
Yep. Good evening, Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, and people of the Middle Kingdom. We hope that each of you are well and staying healthy. In our 50 years, the SCA has never experienced anything like our current situation. Certainly the SCA is a club, but for many of us, it is our social life, our circle of closest friends, and our family. Let us take care of each other.
The three hallmarks of our society are service, arts and sciences, and martial activities. Many members of the Middle Marches, the Kingdom, and the Society have created online classes and activities to keep us moving forward in those areas. As individuals, we can each contribute our unique skills. The Middle Marches Seneschal has set up an SCA Merchants Relief site to help those who help us. And we have been able to keep our sense of humor with dress-up days and dance-off challenges to other kingdoms.
Our kingdom is full of real-life heroes who are quietly serving the society at large. Medical staff and hospital employees, first responders, people who donate or volunteer at food pantries, those that run errands for the elderly, friends who listen to us when we feel low, truck drivers, workers at the post office, grocery stores, and gas stations, and makers of masks are all part of our society. We say thank you. We will once again come together, and our friendships will not have diminished over our brief time apart. Let us make sure that the SCA is better and stronger for having gone through these dark times. Regardless of the barony, the group, or the kingdom, we're all in this together. We are family.
All family.
Thank you so much, Your Excellencies. Well said. Your Excellency.
Go ahead. Well, we didn't hear our introduction, but we're
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties.
We have been
Barony
inspired.
of Cleflands, Crispin, and Gianna.
Strangely reminiscent. Continue to show that this is
Sorry, as you see, technical difficulties. The ethereal realm is very finicky, and we're trying to work on our technology as well as manning such things. So whenever they come back and we can see them again, we will go back to their excellencies.
Majesty, there's yet.
Oh, we can hear you now.
Well, I don't know where we cut off or what you actually heard. So
That's all right. Please start from the beginning. It's not your fault, not any. The realm is all very finicky. Please, from the beginning.
it's not you, it's us.
You're fine.
well, we wanted to begin by saying thank you, Your Majesties, for the opportunity to speak tonight. So our words were that we wanted to say greetings from the Barony of the Cleflands. Her Excellency and I hope that these words reach you all in good health. In these unprecedented,
Yet strangely reminiscent.
times, we have been inspired by how the people of the SCA at large, and the Midrealm in particular, have come together to take care of their own.
Whether it's online classes, weekly newsletters, the making of protective equipment, or simply reaching out to check up on friends, we continue to show that the society can be at its best when things are at their worst.
We want to encourage everyone to keep working together and to stay safe so that we can get back to doing all the things that we love the most about the SCA, living the dream.
Together. Thank you so much.
Draco Invictus.
Thank you so much, Your Excellencies. Well said. We very appreciate that. Thank you. Your Excellency.
Barony of Carrigbon, Honda.
Greetings, Your Majesties and Your Highness. Thank you very much for having us here. I wanted to remind everybody to be hopeful in bad times is not foolishly romantic. It is based on the fact that human history is a history not only of cruelty, but also of compassion, sacrifice, courage, and kindness. What we choose to emphasize in this complex history will determine our lives. If we only see the worst, it destroys our capacity to do something. If we remember that those times and places where people have behaved magnificently, this gives us the energy to act, and at least the possibility of sending this spinning top of the world in a different direction. And if we do act, in however small way, we do not have to wait for some grand utopian future. The future is an infinite succession of presents, and to live now is to think human beings should live in defiance of all that is bad around us is in itself a marvelous victory. In each of us, we have the ability to keep our dream alive. I am proud of my barony, the Midlands, and of our society's achievements. Draco Invictus. Thank you.
Well said, Your Excellency. Thank you very much for your well thought out words. Your Excellency, please next.
Barony of Flaming Griffin, Edward, and Allegra.
Greetings unto our majestic royal sovereigns, Seto and Ynes, the heirs of the Dragon Throne, Felix and Madalena, our family and friends across the kingdom and beyond, and most of all, the people of our Barony of Flaming Griffin. You don't need us to tell you that these are challenging and painful times, but what you do need to know, without a doubt, is that you are loved. You are important. You are valued, and we are here to support you.
There is hope, and someday this will all be a memory. But instead of a sad memory, let us be able to look back and be proud of how we took care of each other, how we grew, learned, shared, and loved in this time. Flaming Griffin, you have the strength of a griffin and the heart of a dragon, and we are honored to be a part of this with you. Draco!
Invictus!
South-Oakland!
Unbroken!
Flaming Griffin!
We go!
To stay home for the good of our people and the realm.
Thank you.
Well said, Your Excellencies. Thank you so much for your kind message. We greatly appreciate it. Your Excellency.
The Barony of Flame, Gustav and Marissa.
Thank you to Your Majesties and Your Highnesses for your leadership through these unprecedented times. To the Midrealm and our Barony of Flame, we miss all of you greatly. We're so thankful that the technology of today is much more than those in the times that we recreate. While the events where we gather may have been canceled, the SCA is about so much more than events. It is the people we experience these events with that truly make up the dream.
It has been inspiring to see our friends step up to the challenge of our times, especially by making supplies for our warriors fighting on the medical fronts. We recognize that every single one of you is impacted by the changes in the world, and we really look forward to brighter days ahead when we can safely make new memories together. As a dear neighbor here in the South says every day, we will get through this. We will get through this together. In Seto.
Thank you so much, Your Excellencies. Well said as well. It's really rather touching, all you together, seeing this time and time again. It's just amazing to hear your words. Thank you.
The Barony of Illiton, John and Mari.
Your Majesties, Your Excellency and I wish to express how greatly honored we have been to serve you. In the over 50 years of the Society, I don't believe any landed baron and baroness have ever had the privilege of serving their daughter and son-in-law as monarchs. Certainly it has never happened before in the Midrealm. We have watched you grow during your reign. In the first couple of months, we watched you deal with the normal trials and tribulations of ruling with wit and ingenuity, creativity, compassion, and eloquence. And in the last few months, you have met an unprecedented crisis with flexibility and wisdom that belies your age. We are incredibly proud of you. We have, as your subjects, thrilled to the roller coaster ride of your reign. But as your parents, we are greatly relieved that you will be soon unburdened by the crowns that you wear.
Your Majesties, I know when you stepped up that you were really excited to fill your reign with amazing experiences, but I'm pretty sure no one said, hey, let's put a global pandemic on your list. That said, most honorable son-in-law, I wish to thank you for putting our beloved daughter and child of the Midlands on the throne so that we could share her grown-upness with the rest of the kingdom. Thank you.
Honorable father and mother-in-law, thank you so much for your words. As excellencies of our land, you have done far beyond as well. Thank you for your support always. It's been an honor.
Thank you. Your respect means everything to me. I have never doubted your unquestionable love, but this moment will last forever. And I hope, like the rest of our reign, our relationship provides a wider meaning to the rest of the kingdom. We support each other regardless of age, economic status, or how we met each other. And as adults, you have supported me in this reign, despite being my parents, and because you are my parents. And that is what is perfect about our game. You can be all things to all people as much as you choose to be, and with as much creativity and love as you want to put into it. And I think that's wonderful. No one would ever doubt that you are senior in my hearts, but to have you call me your Majesty and give me every respect due to me, when I would love nothing more than to give you the earth, is a powerful symbol of how this game works and how fealty is truly love. Thank you.
Your Excellency.
The Barony of Sternfeld, Elisabetta.
Your Majesties, thank you for the opportunity to speak before you today. Odo sends his regards. He is currently dealing with bedtime for a certain little girl. Even in times of crisis, we can take comfort in our routines. Odo and I were deeply saddened by the fact that we had to cancel Simple Day this year. We had great hope that we would return to normal by this summer. Even though we have lost the hope of our summer gatherings in person, we still have the hope of virtual gatherings and ways for us to grow brighter and stronger together. Our barony recently hosted a reading of As You Like It with one of our neighboring shires. And we had the opportunity to recommence our business meetings, as well as have post-revels after these courts. Additionally, we are having the opportunity to recommence our Bardic meetings starting in May, and we're very excited to have the opportunity to see each other in the flesh in the future. We grow stronger together, and I hope that you can continue to hold heart throughout these times. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your kind words, as well as also uplifting. We're glad that you're able to go through your day-to-day events, as well as take care of that special little one and making sure she gets to bed on time. I look forward to seeing her in person and also saying hi to your other half as well. Thank you so much. Your Excellency.
Barony of Shattered Crystal, Patrona.
Good evening, Midrealm. Their Majesties took pity on me when I expressed to them that I was uncharacteristically unable to find appropriate words for this evening. They have permitted me to share with you instead a poem by the Franciscan brother Richard entitled Lockdown. Yes, there is fear. Yes, there is isolation. Yes, there is panic buying. Yes, there is sickness. Yes, there is even death. But they say that in Wuhan, after so many years of noise, you can hear the birds again. They say that after just a few weeks of quiet, the sky is no longer thick with fumes, but blue and gray and clear. They say that in the streets of Assisi, people are singing to each other across the empty squares, keeping their windows open so that those who are alone may hear the sounds of family around them. They say that a hotel in the west of Ireland is offering free meals and deliveries to the housebound. Today, a young woman I know is busy spreading flyers with her number throughout the neighborhood so that the elders may have someone to call upon. Today, churches, synagogues, mosques, and temples are preparing to welcome and shelter the homeless, the sick, the weary. All over the world, people are slowing down and reflecting. All over the world, people are looking at their neighbors in a new way. All over the world, people are waking up to a new reality, to how big we really are, to how little control we really have, to what really matters, to love. So we pray and we remember that yes, there is fear, but there does not have to be hate. Yes, there is isolation, but there does not have to be loneliness. Yes, there is panic buying, but there does not have to be meanness. Yes, there is sickness, but there does not have to be disease of the soul. Yes, there is even death, but there can always be a rebirth of love. Wake to the choices you make as to how you live now. Today, breathe. Listen. Behind the factory noises of your panic, the birds are singing again. The sky is clearing. Spring is coming. And we are always encompassed by love. Open the windows of your soul. And though you may not be able to touch across the empty square, sing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you for choosing such a fitting poem and during this time. We greatly appreciate you, and thank you for taking care of our lands. Your Excellency.
The Barony of Red Spears, first Conrad.
Well, thank you, Your Majesties, for giving us this opportunity to gather with our noble cousins and their highnesses. It was a pleasure last night as we got ready for this, and today to get to see and talk with each other. And it's also a wonderful thing to allow us a chance to address our populace and the Midrealm. I have been very proud to watch my populace come together, virtually, driving by and dropping things off for each other, and attending classes and taping classes of their own to share with others. It has made me very proud of Red Spears, of the Midrealm, and of the society as a whole. This is a rough time, but we can come through it together. I love you all. Hang in there.
Barony of Red Spears, Isabel.
Coelite Outlock, Notoko Isabel, 5th Baroness of the Barony of Red Spears. During this age of unprecedented happenings, I wish you all good health and well-being. I applaud the efforts of all those attempting to migrate activities and classes to a virtual format so as to continue our endeavor to live in the modern Middle Ages. I also wish to commend their Royal Majesties and their Royal Highnesses for the continued sharing of information, as well as their efforts to keep our kingdom communicating. Lastly, I want to thank those members of the populace who have lent hands to help the frontline heroes during this time. Be well and carry on being Midrealm strong. Ishkiche nimititas.
Thank you both, Your Excellencies, for your kind words. We very much so appreciate you, and thank you for taking the time to join us in their highnesses. Please, thank you. Your Excellency.
The Barony of Phoenix, Angus and Melisande.
Your Majesties, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
To all of the people of the Barony of Phoenix, know that our hearts hurt not to be with you, to fight, to shoot, to simply raise a glass together in this difficult time. Walls and circumstance may separate us physically, but you are always, always in our hearts and minds. Many of you are struggling with physical and mental challenges of day-to-day living. We are here. If you need help that we can provide, please reach out to us. We will help however we can.
Phoenix, you make us so proud. Seeing so many of you posting your efforts, whether it be helping others, working on projects or teaching, or simply keeping yourselves and others strong and healthy. You inspire us to do and be more. Until we can be together again, we send our love to our populace, to the Middle Kingdom, and to our revered royal family. Draco Invictus, and let Phoenix rise.
Thank you so much, Your Excellencies. We very much so appreciate your kind words. Thank you for taking care of our lands as well. Means so much to us. Your Excellency.
The Barony of Roaring Waste, Louis and Sive.
Thank you, Your Majesties and Your Highnesses and friends and family across the Midrealm. Over the past few weeks, we've proven that despite the physical distance between us, we have many ways to stay together. Our barony quickly and joyfully rose to the occasion so we could continue having our weekly armoring, project nights, our regular business meetings, and even hosting an unofficial virtual Golden Seamstress event.
Being online for all of these activities has actually presented us with a unique advantage bonus. We've gotten to include friends from other baronies, other regions, even other kingdoms that would normally not be able to just drop by on a Thursday night and spend time with us. So that has been a very nice upside to this strange circumstance. So to our own baronial populace and to all of the friends both near and far that have joined us, we give our sincere thanks for showing us just how strong our community truly is.
Thank you so much for finding the silver lining on every dark cloud. We very much so appreciate that. I know I've been invited to some of those armor gathering meetings, and I'm sorry I have not joined one yet. I've had other things bother me, but I'm glad that you guys are still armoring our troops and sharing good times. Thank you so much for your hard work and efforts. Your Excellency.
The Barony of Cinnabar, Malachi and Olaf.
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Lords, Ladies, good gentles all, greetings from the lands of Cinnabar. Our chivalry promised as part of their oaths to be the shield of the weak. In these trying times, this is what we are all being asked to do. No matter that you have the Constitution comparable to one of Charlemagne's paladins, our concern is for the health of all, and especially towards those whose health may not be the best.
While we were all disappointed at the loss of our activities, as a group, we are rather well suited to wait it out. We are artisans, storytellers, and crafters. We have been thrilled to see that the response of our friends has been almost universally, here's what I've been working on. Here's what I'll be learning and practicing. Stay in touch with your friends. Check in with them. Let them know that distancing doesn't mean that they're alone. And take care of yourselves.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. Once again, as said before, the silver linings are so bright. I really appreciate you spilling the charm and as well as the happiness through all parts of our kingdom. Thank you so much for blessing us today. Your Excellency.
Barony of Brendoken, Cadogan, and Aideen.
Thank you, Your Majesties, Your Highnesses. We know times are challenging and things keep changing, but what hasn't changed is the heart and the spirit of the Midrealm. We see it every day from a safe and proper distance in the ways that you're all inspiring and encouraging one another. from the online classes and performances
especially the armored dance-off,
to the quiet messages behind the scenes of support and comfort.
I know that our barony, our kingdom, and our society is comprised of some of the kindest, most incredible individuals you could want to know. Continue to be kind, continue to reach out, and continue to be Midrealm strong.
We look forward to seeing everyone in person again. Until then, stay safe and know that we hold you in our hearts.
Draco Invictus.
Thank you so much for your kind words as well, Your Excellencies, and thank you for taking care of our lands. Forever remember the hope that you have and that you've expressed today. Draco Invictus indeed. Your Excellency.
The Barony of Donnershofen, Ivar, and Marina.
Greetings to your majesties, your highnesses, all of our cousins, the populace of the Middle Realm, but most of all, our beloved populace of Donnershofen. We miss your faces. We hold out great hope that you're all staying safe in your manners and strong in your minds as we all do our part to end the siege, shown that you are the backbone of our war to this virus, for it's not only destroying lives, it's also trying to destroy our very way of life. But the SCA people we know are strong, they're resilient, and they're very familiar with fighting for what's important to their happiness. So while we shelter in our manners, we hone our skills, we discover new ones, and we prepare for the day that we're able to gather again. Then we will be better, stronger, and wiser, and so very thankful to be together. This extraordinary society will persevere through these darkest of days, and it's our deepest hope that we'll be able to welcome all of you to our homelands in September to make this year's Vikings Come Home a homecoming for all of the SCA. So please know that we're moving forward with our plans while exploring ways to keep everyone safe. We look forward to seeing everyone in person soon. Draco Invictus.
Thank you so much, Your Excellencies. We look forward to times where we can actually see each other in the flesh. Thank you very much for your kind words and taking care of our lands. Excellency.
Barony of Ayrton, Gareth and Hillary.
Your Majesties, your Highnesses, gathered excellencies, people of the Midrealm, people of the SCA. In times like these, it's even more important to check in with your family and friends. Know that Her Excellency and myself are thinking about you and can't wait to see you in person. Thank you very much for all that you do.
We are so unbelievably proud of what we have witnessed from the people of Ayrton and the Midrealm during this time. We've seen you strive to make your corner of the world, both modern and within the society, a better place. You are beacons of hope. You make the world brighter in so many ways, more than we could even possibly mention. And we see it every day. And for that, we thank you. You have our love. You have our respect. We are Ayrton proud and we are Midrealm strong.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. Really very much so appreciate your words. Thanks for taking care of our lands. Your Excellency, I believe what's next is their Highnesses. Your Highnesses, do you have any words to say?
Hello, Midrealm. Hello, Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, and anyone who is hearing these words tonight. The time is coming close where I will no longer be your princess, but I can tell you that it is a great honor to serve the Midrealm and their Majesties in the way that I have, and I hope that you can say that I have fulfilled my oath as your princess. Thank you.
There's been a lot of messages tonight, and some of them are conflicting, but they're all interrelated. I would draw your mind to those that are based on hope. That is the way forward. We will come together as a people, and we shall succeed together. And yes, we will have dark times, but we should focus on what is good about the SCA and what is good about humanity. Your Majesties, I thank you for the time once again, for allowing us to address your subjects. We are grateful for your service, and we remain at your ready should you need us. Thank you. Be well.
Thank you, Your Highnesses. And as someone once very wise once said, one day all this will all be yours. And I know it will all be in good hands. Thank you so much. We have one, our equestrian champion had some business with us real quickly. So before this part, let's take care of this so we can make coronation go a little bit smoother. Your Excellency, did you have some?
Yes, I received this from your equestrian champion, and so I will read his words into the court recording. Your Majesties, historically, sovereigns have given horses as gifts to their vassals, and nobility have given horses as gifts to each other. This noble tradition should not fall by the wayside. Recently, after a lengthy search, your equestrian champion has acquired a matched set of green-broke-gray horses. Their training progresses, but unfortunately, your lands are beset by plague, and these mounts are not ready for taking on the progress across the realm. Once their training is complete and the plague has cleared the land, I will present them to your Majesties. Until such time as I can present these gifts, please accept this painting of one of these majestic creatures.
We were smiling beforehand because we saw the magnificence of such creature before them, and it was hard to keep all of our bearing at this time. We had to let it all spill from our faces at that time. Thank you very much, Equestrian Champion. And as such, to save time, we are going to release you from your bonds to us at this time before coronation, a week earlier, so you can make sure these horses are tended to appropriately. So we wish to give you an augmentation. Your Excellency, would you read the augmentation?
Proclaim to all throughout the land that we, Seto, Shogun of the Middle Kingdom, and the most gracious La Reina Ynes, have witnessed the service with which Reinmar of Shattered Crystal have exemplified the ideals which we strive to uphold, and therefore do we wish to acknowledge him in a suitable manner with some visible token of our esteem. We are minded to give unto him a royal augmentation of arms. It shall be half golden triangle dragon scale combined with half of a daisy.
Thank you very much. We thus give you back to Your Excellency Shattered Crystal. Thank you for allowing us to use him during our times as a equestrian champion. He has served us well.
Oh, I thank you, Your Majesties. I know you well know that keeping an eye on Reinmar is quite a task. Perhaps you can lighten my burden in another way. La Reina, Riojo, I beg a boon.
If it be a right and proper thing within our power, it shall be yours.
I humbly ask that you elevate Lancer Laura Greymare into the Order of the Pelican in recognition of her exceptional body of work across multiple kingdoms in the equestrian community, particularly her work at Gulf Wars.
Invite Laura Greymare in front of us. Equestrian Champion, I hope that she is there.
She is, Your Majesties. One moment.
Thank you.
Your Majesties.
Thank you for attending us. I know we're not able to get footage for you, but it's good to hear your voice. We asked that we want to bestow upon you the Order of the Pelican, as well as make you a Pelican of our kingdom. We see fit to do this to you, and also bestow this upon you on a later date. We are not going to have our order go before, for we know what you have done. We have heard from many other kingdoms, far and wide. Go Force, even though it was canceled, and we had such garments made for us, things were hindered. We were going to have you all taken care of at that moment. During our processions with your equestrian friends, we are going to elevate you as well at Go Force. You're still going to make this happen. We have things going forward that we will work on throughout the week to make sure to elevate you in the ethereal realm. It is your choosing. Thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate your body of works, as well as you allowing me to get on a big steed and make sure that this point king was not worried of such a steed. And thank you for making me more knightly every time you did. Reinmar, you have our leave. Take the vigilant away.
Yes, Your Majesty.
For Laura Greymare, newest vigilant in the Order of the Pelican, Yorokobi Masho.
Yorokobi Masho. Your Majesty, do you have anything to say?
I do. First, I will say that this gathering particularly shows the value of shared leadership. We all inspire others differently, and the combination of what the Middle Kingdom has, I think, is second to none. I'm so proud of our predecessors' decisions in adding you to guard our lands. This is perhaps the most important hour of that noble task that has ever happened and hopefully ever will. So know that we support you, that we will listen to you if you reach out and you need our help to serve our populace, and know that we love you very much. This has been a beautiful moment in time that I think will continue to share joy as often as it is rewatched. Thank you.
Thank you, those. I know we had some technical difficulties. We'll be posting this, and hopefully you'll take time to watch it. There are great individuals across our known lands and kingdom. For those of you, this is your first time in the SCA, or maybe stumbling upon this, there is a kingdom in your land throughout the known world where you can go, be a hero, be led by others, also lead. Thank you so much for stumbling upon this, and also through our populace. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been trying times, but we know that the Midrealm will band together, and we will get through this together. And as all words that we heard, we will have one more court right before coronation, before our most capable heirs will take the throne and take our crowns from us and give them this burden that they will be able to steer in the right direction, for we have all the faith of them in the world. They have helped us from behind the scenes, as well as giving us our time to grow. Without them, it would be such a different case. So in remembrance of hearing all your words today, and to our populace, fealty is a two-way street. So in this we hear, and shall never forget, nor fail to reward that which is given. Fealty with love, service with honor, and oath-breaking with justice. Have a good day and a good evening. Thank you all.
There being no further business, here closes the court of Seto and Ynes.